My name is Jay Matheson, and I've been teaching classes coming up on 20 years at the Midlands Audio Institute. Well, basically, I started the school, about 20 years ago, and basically just because I saw a genuine need for it. I saw the shift towards home recording, and also, I saw the need for people with houses of worship that, obviously most of the PA systems and audio engineers in South Carolina are working in churches and in houses of worship and a place that they could learn. So both the home recording aspect and, house of worship and live sound engineers, just needed some place to learn. There just was no place for them before. We start off with something called Intro to Audio, and that basically goes through different categories of things on certain nights. Like one night might be all about microphones. We spend like 2 hours straight talking about microphones and all the real basic terminology associated with it and all the basic types that you might actually run into so that you can know how to use different microphones, understand when you want to buy a microphone, what sort of things are going to come to bear to give you what you need out of the microphone. And then, of course, we go on to signal processing, compressors, equalization, stuff like that, and then some basic recording, some basic live sound, and other topics like interfacing equipment, like the names of all the cables, and just a lot of basic stuff that you really can't get anywhere in the audio business without knowing. Well, we work for Midlands Tech, and Midlands Tech is here to get people jobs. So we kind of look at it that way. We try to prepare people for an entry-level position at, a sound company or go into a place that needs live sound engineers and be able to work your way up to the higher level positions. But we give people, the ability to get in at the ground level in a professional situation, whether it's radio stations, live venues, recording studios. We've had people placed in about any sort of audio situation you can imagine. We've had people get jobs in. Well, a lot of people could benefit from this. One group of people would be people that want to do live sound, and house of worship is definitely a big market there. But there's a lot of venues as well, and they could get jobs at venues. There's music venues all over the place, and people don't even think about the fact that if you ever go to a basketball game, if you go to a football game, at a Carolina football game, how many audio engineers you think are working at that football game? I mean, probably 15 or 12 or something like that. And we have people working those gigs, And the number of gigs that are out there are just unimaginable. So parents that think that their kids are about to get into something that just has no future, if you want to work in the audio business and just your desire to do it, you can, and we can help people, figure out where they might fit in. Our program is basically, it only takes 6 months and is way less expensive than any other option. And it's also run by Midlands Tech, who takes care of any sort of quality control. And they generate the certificates. And basically, when you take this, you get your certificate from Midlands Audio Institute, meaning it's actually a certificate from Midlands Technical College. So basically, you have a transcript with Midlands Technical College. Any sort of employer, even if you're not in the audio business, getting a certificate's a big jump forward for anybody. A lot of people, after they get out of high school, don't get any sort of extra training and such. And, probably the things you learn in these classes could benefit you in a lot of different areas. I just bumped into a guy that I hadn't seen for a while that took these classes, and he shifted over into the video business. And of course, there's lots of career opportunities in video, and, audio works hand in hand with that. So I guess that is, anybody can come take these classes, and they're not that expensive, and they don't take very long. So it's just a really easy thing to do to add value to yourself as a musician or just a person that wants to do anything in media.